Hello travel luxury lovers, have you ever imagined being in a place where you feel uneasy, where danger seems to be just around the corner? Picture this, you're strolling down a street, enjoying your trip, when suddenly, a group of people snatch you away. It's not a scene from a movie, it's a harsh reality in some parts of the world. We're talking about places where you might hear the unsettling sound of rocket blasts, where violence and crime are everyday concerns. Today, here on Travel Luxury, we're going to talk about some of the riskier spots on our globe. While travel is a wonderful adventure, it's also crucial to know about potential dangers. We're focusing on things like conflicts, high crime rates, and unstable political situations. This way, we can help you make smart decisions about your journeys. So guys, are you ready for some thrills? We're going to talk about some of the most dangerous countries out there. But before we start, make sure to click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our future videos. First up, let's take a journey through Russia, known as the largest country on Earth, a land steeped in history and grandeur. From the time of the Tsars to the era of revolutions, Russia's story is both fascinating and complex. But it's not all postcard-perfect landscapes and historic architecture. Some cities face challenges with higher crime rates, a legacy of past struggles. And don't forget about the war between Ukraine and Russia nowadays. It already cost a lot of lives. This can make some areas seem daunting for travelers. The country has dealt with various types of crimes, including theft, fraud, and cybercrime. These incidents have, unfortunately, led to significant financial losses for both locals and visitors. This aspect, coupled with concerns about personal safety, can understandably give travelers pause. Still, amidst these complexities lie wonders that defy imagination. The iconic Red Square in Moscow, framed by the whimsical St. Basil's Cathedral, is a sight to behold. St. Petersburg's Hermitage Museum is a treasure trove of art and history. And then there's Lake Baikal, a natural marvel that holds a fifth of the world's fresh water. These attractions beckon, yet concerns may linger. The country's vastness offers much to explore, but it's wise to tread carefully. Local insights and keeping up with the current climate can greatly enhance your experience. So, as you ponder your next adventure, remember, Russia's allure is vast, but a mindful approach can transform your journey. Next, my travel luxury lovers, we are moving to Iraq, which is a country in the Middle East with a complicated history. It's considered dangerous because of ongoing problems. These include things like terrorism, fights between different groups, and other crimes. These issues have been going on for a long time, making it a challenging place to live in. Despite these difficulties, Iraq has a lot of important historical places. For example, there's an ancient city called Babylon, which is really special. There's also a city called Najaf that's very important to some religious groups. These places show how rich Iraq's history is. However, because of the ongoing problems, not many people visit these places. Traveling there can be risky, so governments often advise against it. This has a big impact on Iraq's tourism industry. People are working to make it safer for tourists, but it's not easy. So, Iraq is included in a list of places with complex security issues because of its troubled past and ongoing conflicts. This makes it a bit tricky for people who want to explore its amazing history and culture. Let's journey to Argentina, a place of diverse experiences and potential challenges for travelers. While Argentina's culture and scenery are undeniably captivating, it's important to be aware of some safety concerns. In certain parts, like bustling Buenos Aires, there's a higher chance of petty theft. It's wise to be extra cautious, especially in unfamiliar areas or after dark. Even though efforts have been made to improve safety, travelers should stay vigilant. Scams and thefts can occur, particularly in busy city centers. In more remote areas, although stunning, resources might be limited in case of emergencies. Planning ahead and staying updated about local conditions are essential. However, don't let this deter you. With careful preparation and a watchful eye, exploring Argentina's wonders can be an incredible adventure. From the majestic Iguazu Falls to the endless Pampas, there's so much to discover. Just remember to prioritize safety while immersing yourself in the beauty and culture of this intriguing country. Next, let's delve into the harrowing landscape of the Central African Republic. The Central African Republic, CAR, is widely regarded as one of the most dangerous countries in the world. Located in the heart of Africa, it grapples with a multitude of complex issues that contribute to its perilous status. The nation is plagued by a range of crimes, including but not limited to armed conflict, intercommunal violence, and widespread lawlessness. The presence of various armed factions, each vying for control and influence, has led to a breakdown in law and order, making the CAR a hotbed of criminal activities. Acts such as banditry, looting, and violent assaults are common occurrences, further exacerbating the overall sense of insecurity. The CAR's dangerous reputation is primarily rooted in its protracted history of political instability, exacerbated by a series of armed conflicts that have left the state institutions weakened and unable to maintain control over vast territories. The absence of a functioning justice system and law enforcement infrastructure has created a vacuum, allowing criminal elements to operate with relative impunity. Additionally, ethnic and religious tensions have played a significant role in perpetuating violence, leading to a cycle of revenge attacks and retaliations. Geographically, the Central African Republic's location in the heart of Africa has contributed to its struggles. It shares porous borders with multiple neighboring countries, making it susceptible to cross-border criminal activities such as smuggling, illegal arms trade, and the movement of armed groups. This geographical vulnerability further complicates efforts to establish stability and security within the nation. Next we move to Somalia, nestled on the Horn of Africa, is another nation that bears the weight of its reputation as one of the most perilous countries on the globe. Ravaged by decades of conflict, it grapples with a multitude of intricate issues that have led to its precarious state. Crimes such as piracy, terrorism, and widespread lawlessness are rampant, fueled by a fractured political landscape and the presence of various armed groups vying for power and control. The absence of a stable central government has created a vacuum, allowing criminal elements to flourish, further perpetuating the overall sense of insecurity. Somalia's strategic location along key international waterways has also made it a hotspot for maritime crime, including piracy, which further adds to its dangerous profile. This combination of factors paints a grim picture of Somalia's current state, illustrating the profound challenges it faces in its quest for stability and security. Next, we'll shift our focus to another region marked by its unique blend of challenges and resilience. Syria, a nation steeped in millennia of history and rich cultural heritage, now stands as one of the most perilous countries in the world due to its protracted civil war. This conflict has had a devastating impact on its once thriving tourism industry. Ancient cities like Aleppo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the capital city of Damascus, known for its historic old town, were once bustling with tourists seeking to explore their rich tapestry of history and architecture. Regrettably, these remarkable tourist destinations have become casualties of the ongoing conflict. The widespread violence, including bombings, airstrikes, and armed confrontations, have left a trail of destruction in their wake. Priceless historical sites, including ancient temples, historic mosques, and archaeological treasures, have suffered irreparable damage. Additionally, the constant threat of violence and the lack of basic infrastructure have made travel to and within Syria extremely hazardous. The dangerous situation in Syria underscores the tragic toll that prolonged conflict can exact on a nation's cultural and historical legacy. While there is hope for eventual reconstruction and restoration, the path towards revitalizing Syria's tourism industry remains fraught with challenges, demanding a sustained period of peace and stability. Now it's time to reveal the stark reality of Afghanistan, a nation often deemed as the most dangerous in the world. Afghanistan has earned this notorious distinction due to a complex web of issues that have plagued it for decades. Ongoing conflicts, fueled by the presence of extremist groups like ISIS, the Taliban, and Al-Qaeda, have not only ravaged the nation but have also had far-reaching consequences globally. The country's turbulent history is deeply intertwined with the rise of these extremist groups. The Soviet-Afghan War in the 1980s saw a coalition of Afghan resistance fighters, backed by the United States and various other nations, opposing the Soviet Union's invasion. This conflict led to the emergence of groups like the Taliban, which later provided a safe haven for Al-Qaeda. The tragic events of 9/11, orchestrated by Al-Qaeda and planned from within Afghanistan, catapulted the nation onto the global stage. Afghanistan continues to grapple with a multitude of crimes and issues. Terrorism, suicide bombings, and armed conflicts are prevalent, and the civilian population bears the brunt of these hostilities. The illicit drug trade, particularly opium production, remains a significant challenge, fueling both the economy and the ongoing violence. That's a wrap on our video on most dangerous countries in the world. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more exciting travel luxury videos. Your support means the world to us. Drop a comment below and let us know which country you found most dangerous. Until next, goodbye my travel luxury lovers.